course, Lillian, I'll be there.
Thank you, dear. I want it to be special. Everyone will be there.
Have you had any dinner, Henry?
No, I was busy working. But I'm not hungry anymore.
That's the trouble with you. You work too hard.
Ooh, what is this?
I had it made from the first pour of Reardon metal.
You giving me a railroad spike? It's wonderful. It is. It's original. I'll be the toast of the town, wearing a piece of the same metal used to build railroads and bridges and sewer pipes and oil tanks and...
You were so selfish, Henry.
No, Philip, it is not the gift, it's the intention.
The intention's pure selfishness, it seems to me. I mean, another man would have given his wife a diamond bracelet if he wanted to give her a gift. For her pleasure, not his.
No, a chain is appropriate. I think it's the chain by which he holds us all in bondage. Henry's poured his medal today, and I have the first trophy. It's sweet.
It's pathetic, Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rose again. Maybe Phil will warm up. I hope you didn't come here for anything.
Henry?
Philip? What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm working for Friends of Global Awareness.
I know them. What do you want?
Money. Doesn't everyone?
Call my office first thing in the morning. I'll authorize $100 grand for you.
You really don't care about helping the underprivileged, do you?
No, Philip, I don't. But it'll make you happy.
Well, it's not for me, Hank. It's for the benefit of the less privileged. Do you think I can have the money wired to my account?
A wire? Why?
Well, the thing is, it's a progressive group. They wouldn't appreciate your name on a check.
You're kidding me.
It would embarrass us to have you on a list of our contributors.
You shouldn't have given Philip that money. By the way, I don't care what the industry says, Henry. Reardon Metal, it's terrific. I just hope you don't run into any trouble.
What trouble?
Well, you're not very popular, Hank.
I haven't heard any complaints from my customers.
Yeah, that's not what I mean. You know what you should do? You ought to get yourself a good press agent to sell you to the public.
It's my metal I'm selling, not me. Thank you.
But you don't want the public against you. Public opinion, you know, can mean a lot.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't mean a damn thing one way or another.
The press is against you?
They have time to waste. I don't.
Well, they say you're intractable, you're ruthless, your only goal is to make money.
My only goal is to make money.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say it. Hank, I'm on your side. How's your man in Washington?
Wesley Mouch. He's fine, I suppose.
Good. It's important that your man in Washington is fine.
What are you trying to imply, Paul? Is there something going on that I should know about?
No. It's nothing. Just, you don't know who's loyal these days.
What is wrong with the world, Paul?
Well, I ask useless questions. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? Who is John Galt?
Henry Reardon claims that his steel is lighter than even the cheapest brands, but it's 10 times stronger. This is physically impossible, Jim. You're inviting disaster if you use it.
Dagny is not me.
Well, something has to be done.
Agreed.
I believe you know Wesley Mouch, Reardon's man in Washington.
You know what I like about you, Wesley? You're a one-word man.
True. All right. Something has got to be done about the iron ore shortage. It threatens the very existence of the steel industry, and I don't think it's fair that one company has its own supply.
Reardon Steel.
Exactly.
It's not in the public interest to let one man destroy an entire industry.
If we're going to bring Reardon down, we should do it from the inside.
Under my guidance, of course, the National Council of Metal Industries has completed a report that draws public opinion against Reardon Metal.
Excuse me, I just want to make sure that Hank doesn't get hurt.
Paul, It's his own fault. He's not exactly open to competition.
A monopoly, to be exact.
We are working on a bill. It's called the Equalization of Opportunity. It proposes to limit the number of businesses that any one person owns to one business. However, we're gonna need your help, Jimmy. We need you to grease the palms of your politicians in order to get the legislation we're spearheading passed.
And what will Taggart Transcontinental get in return?
I can see to it that the exclusive grip that Dan Conway's Phoenix Durango Railroad has in Colorado can come to a halt. Paul, this is not personal.
Everybody needs to share the burdens we face, especially Reardon. Isn't that Francisco D'Ancona?
That's him. He's still throwing away his daddy's money.
Did you get in on that oil mine deal in Mexico?
We all did. He may be a slacker, but he makes business investments that pay off.
Well, that's it for me, gentlemen.
I have to go too. Mr. Taggart, Warren. Paul, maybe you'd like a lift in my limo.
Of course. Thank you.
Please. This way.
Gentlemen. Good night, Paul.
Warren.
Wesley? Jim, what is it?
Well, if he's such a great businessman, then why hasn't a single train filled with oil left Mexico yet? Isn't that what we invested in?
D'Ancona has invested billions developing their infrastructure, but he also bought in himself. He must know something.
What are you thinking?
I think it's the ore reserves. I think they must be huge.
Well, the success of my Mexican expansion depends on those mines, Warren.
Sure.
This time next year, Phoenix Durango needs to be a memory.
Thank you, Mr. McNamara. I look forward to working with you as well.
Frankly, I appreciate working directly with you.
My pleasure. Goodbye.
Bye.
Who's that?
I found an excellent contractor to take over the rebuilding of the Rio Norte line.
That was quick.
You'd be surprised how quickly things get done when you do some actual work and don't rely on political favors.
Is this accurate? Just one passenger train per day on the Mexican line? And one freight every other night?
Yes.
Well, how are the Mexicans going to develop the area with a single passenger train once a day?
They're not, Jim. You should know I moved everything of value out of Mexico a month ago. There's nothing there for the looters once the Mexicans nationalize.
You know, that Mexican line was helping those destitute people get back in the game. And it was great PR for this company.
I would have happily put a railroad in Mexico if there was a reason to build up the region. I didn't see one.
You can't just take everything away from people who need our help. Move!
Okay. Miss Taggart?
Oh, hello, Owen, please, have a seat.
Thank you. I've come to give you my resignation, effective immediately.
Why?
For a personal reason.
Are you dissatisfied here?
No.
Have you received a better offer?
No.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Are you ill?
No.
Are you leaving the city?
No.
But you no longer wish to work for Taggart Transcontinental.
Miss Taggart, I assure you, no person, matter, or event connected to my job has anything to do with my decision to leave.
I actually called you in here today to offer you a promotion. I wanted you to manage the Rio Norte line.
That's very, very kind of you, Miss Taggart, but, my decision has been made.
I'll double what any other railroad is offering.
I won't be working for any railroad.
But you will be working.
Yes, look, I came to tell you I'm leaving because I promised you once that I would, and I want to keep my word.
Write your own ticket, Owen. Name your price. I want you to stay.
I'm sorry, Miss Taggart.
So there's nothing I can offer you?
Nothing on earth.
I'm sorry, Owen, I have to ask, and I'd like the truth. Why are you leaving?
Who is John Galt?
done then. Where are you going?
I have some work to do.
Fix me a drink?
Of course. Miss Taggart?
Am I calling too late?
Not at all. What's going on?
Nothing. Well, something. I don't know why I thought of calling you.
It's fine, Dagny. What happened?
One of my best employees quit today. Owen Kellogg. I was actually grooming him for a management position, and he just up and left. He couldn't even tell me why. He just said, "Who is John Galt?" Why are so many great men disappearing?
It's going to be okay, Dagny.
You know, when you say that, I actually believe it.
Dagny, what we're doing. My metal, your railway. It's us who move the world. And it's us who will pull it through.
I know.
Good night.
Good night.
Richard McNamara?
I'm McNamara. Are you here from Taggart Transcontinental?
No, I'm not.
What are you selling, pal?
Nothing. I'm simply offering a society that cultivates individual achievement. I know where such a place exists.
And then we do what?
We say its purpose is to prevent destructive competition between railroads. We build public opinion against encroachment on existing train routes, and then...
And then the National Alliance of Railroads proposes a rule.
the anti-dog-eat-dog rule. Every member must subordinate his own interests for the collective needs of the railroad industry.
But in fact, we're squeezing Dan Conway out of Colorado. You are thinking like a politician, Jimmy.
Mexican authorities seized land throughout the country today. Most affected were the San Sebastian mines, where international playboy Francisco D'Anconia and several other investors, including Taggart Transcontinental and Associated Steel, have reportedly lost billions.
The San Sebastian line has been seized by the Mexican government. It's been nationalized, as Dagny predicted. An emergency board meeting has been called.
I can assure you that there is no need for panic, and I have full confidence that our government will negotiate an equitable settlement with the government of Mexico. I foresaw the possibility of this type of event and took every precaution to protect the interests of Taggart Transcontinental. Several months ago, I ordered operations to cut the schedule on the San Sebastian line down to a single train a day and to remove everything of value from Mexico. And because of my actions, billions of company dollars have been saved.
No, this is no trick. I checked it all out, Jimmy. D'Anconio used his own cash, and now he's lost it all in those mines.
He's too smart for that. He must have something up his sleeve.
Well, let's hope so.
What do your friends in Washington think?
They don't know anything.